What is going on, friends? It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for another What Sold video. I asked you guys last week if you wanted to see everything that I sell every week, or do you just like seeing the best stuff that I sell every week? Well, I got some mixed responses for sure, so here's the compromise. I'm going to show you the best, just like I always do, with a complete breakdown. I'm also going to show you the rest, but it's going to be shortened a little bit. We're not going to have this complete breakdown like we see here now, but at least you can see some of the bread and butter stuff that I sell every week that really adds up. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think. So do you guys remember Pogs? You may not be old enough, but when I was little, we actually had Pogs or milk caps. It's a game you play where you throw these big metal discs at cardboard discs.
What are Pogs?
These are Pogs. They're milk caps. They're Pogs. It's a game. You stack them, and then you whack them.
Collect them? Are they special?
Yeah, custom. You get them in a fun meal of Zips.
I got it. Get 5 free Pogs with every fun meal. 1 with every 32-ounce Pepsi, only at Zips now.
Go Pog Wild!
Okay, but are they cool?
Pogs are very cool.
I don't know. I saw them at Goodwill, brought back some memories, decided to bring them home and show the kids. They kind of thought it was weird, didn't really understand it, so I decided to list them on eBay. When I was doing the listing, I couldn't really find any good sold comps, and they didn't seem to be valuable. So I said, well, what the heck, I'll throw it up for auction. And they actually sold for $52. I was kind of surprised. So if you guys ever see one of these Sony color print packs, you probably should pick it up. This one's actually missing one of the ink cartridges, and it's still sold for $64.50. Paid $4 for it from Goodwill. It's actually going through the global shipping program, and the buyer's all in over $100, and it's sold in a couple of weeks. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for these Sony print packs. These tool batteries and chargers can bring some really good money, and they sell really quick too. This is a Cobalt 40 volt max battery and charger. Paid nothing for it. One of my neighbors was actually giving it away on the neighborhood Facebook page. My wife went and grabbed it. I listed it on eBay, and it sold in a couple hours for $69.99. I love this sale just because I went on my gut when I bought it. This is a Horseman Duster jacket made by J. Peterman Company, Lexington, Kentucky. And they make some really high-end stuff. Also, yes, J. Peterman is the same company that was in Seinfeld. My friend Jesse actually pointed that out when I sourced it.
That's a very nice jacket.
Oh, thanks.
Very soft. Huge button flaps, cargo pockets, drawstring waist, deep bi-swing vents in the back, perfect for jumping into a gondola.
How do you know all that?
That's my coat.
You mean...
Yes. I'm J. Peterman.
But paid $5 for it just because of the quality. It's real nice, heavy jacket, almost like a C.C. Filson. Brought it home, looked up comps, couldn't find many. Actually went to their store and saw it was listed for a couple $100. So I listed mine at $94.50. Took a couple months to sell because it's a men's extra small, but it still sold for $94.50. Not bad for a $5 gut buy. So here's a DVD collection to be on the lookout for. This is the X-Files Complete Collector's Edition DVDs, and mine is not in good condition. The case is rough. I'm missing all the paperwork and magazine and whatever that comes with it, and I'm missing a disc. Paid $6.75 for it from Goodwill, and it's still sold in about 2 weeks for $120. If you can find it complete and in better condition, it actually sells for closer to $200. So be on the lookout for these things.
You checked everywhere?
Vintage Polo Ralph Lauren or Polo Sport stuff is not all created equal. Not all of it's worth a lot of money. This one turned out to do pretty well though. It's a Polo Sport windbreaker. It's got the big spell out on the side. I'll throw a picture up there. But I paid $7.99 for this one from Salvation Army. Had it listed for about 3 or 4 months, and it finally sold for $120. So I'll take that. That's definitely one of the good ones. So I paid $40 for a Wii at a garage sale, and it was in a nice little travel case, and right next to it was a box of goodies, and on top of it was this PS4 controller. I knew I could sell it for like 30 bucks, and it sold for $29.99. There's a PlayStation headset that was in there. I thought I could get $20, $30 for, and then Wii Sports, you know, that goes for like 20. So I knew I could make my money back on just the accessories, so the Wii would be all profit. But the bottom of the box was this thing. It's a Nintendo 3DS XL. It was buried, but it was in actually really good condition. Tested it, worked, and I listed it at what I thought was the higher end of comps, and it actually sold at $174.95 in less than an hour. So pretty good profit on that buy. This particular Magnavox DVD recorder combo unit is one of the most popular and fastest selling ones that I've found, and they keep going up in value as well. Last time I found one, I paid a couple dollars for it, and it sold for $120. Paid $8 for this one from Goodwill, and when I went to list it, I looked up comps, and they'd actually gone up a lot, or what I consider a lot. Listed this one, and it sold overnight for $154. So they're not all super valuable, but there are some serious Ben Hogan collectors out there. This is a set of Ben Hogan Apex Plus irons. It's a 4-through equalizer. He called the pitching wedge the equalizer for some reason, but they are actually forged. You ever see forged on a golf club? I recommend you look up comps on eBay. But I picked these up from Salvation Army for I think $12, and they sold for $185 on eBay. It took about a month, and they're actually going through the global shipping program. Buyers all in like $266. And they need grips too, so he's going to have to replace the grips. So pretty cool sale. Sold a helmet. This is a post-World War II German military helmet. And I did a bunch of research on this thing, and I couldn't find one exactly like it. And honestly, there's so many variations and different stuff. I didn't want to list it wrong, so I just kind of threw it up for auction. Figured somebody that knew about it would bid on it, and it sold after 7 days for $61. I really don't have anything into it. I bought a huge lot of military stuff from a garage sale. I'll put that video up there. I paid $50 for it, and I'm well over $1,000 in profit from that sale, so this was just kind of icing on the cake. Also got 2 holsters that I sold at auction too that I really didn't know anything about from that same lot. I'll tell you about those now. And here's the 2 holsters. Once again, I couldn't figure anything out on these other than I think they're both for 1911s. But this one's definitely a more modern holster, shoulder holster, sold on auction for $16.38. Listed this one once again. I did list it as a World War II holster because it does kind of resemble some other ones that I've seen. Put it up for auction, and it sold for $217.50. Pretty good. I guess hopefully the buyer knows what they're getting because yeah, that's a pretty good profit. So I'm at a garage sale, digging through a bunch of military stuff in a plastic tote, looking at fatigues and uniforms and different things. And some of that may have value, but I really don't know anything about it. But I saw this headset sitting beside the tote. Asked the guy how much he wanted for it. He told me $2. I figured for $2 I couldn't really go wrong. Plus it's military. They don't really do anything cheap, so it had to be worth it. Well, this is a Peltor Comtac 3. It also came with 2 of these touch to talk adapters, also made by Peltor. Listed those touch to talk adapters separately. This first one sold for $45. And then the actual Comtac 3 headset sold for $480. That's over $500 from a $2 buy at a garage sale. One of my best flips yet. I don't do a lot of DVDs. I should probably look at them more than I do, but I was actually waiting on my daughter to get out of dance class, so I went to Goodwill, and they didn't have much, so I started looking at DVDs, and they had a partial set of these Wild Goose, Qigong. I don't know how to I know somebody can help. Hold on.
Qigong.
But yeah, they didn't have all the discs for the whole set, so I listed them separately, and this is the first one to sell. This is the Soft Palms lesson. Paid $2 for it, and it sold for $28.95. Got like 4 or 5 of them left too, so it's a pretty good buy. So more of these Qigong, I can't say it, I don't know why, but More of these DVDs going out. Paid $2 a piece. Sold for $28.95 each. Both of these are actually going to the same buyer, which is even better. These things are selling surprisingly quick. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So this is HP Sprocket Zinc photo paper, and I'm not really sure what that means. Use it to make printable stickers, and it works exclusively with a Sprocket and Sprocket printer. I guess that's some kind of HP printer. Not real sure. But I saw these at the thrift store, scanned the barcode, and looked like they were selling for some pretty good money. Kind of slow sellers, but they were selling for really good money. And I figured at $1 a piece, I couldn't go wrong. Got 3 packs of them, and this first one just sold after about 3 months. But it sold for $44.99. Radio Shack exclusive, M&M's mini radio with headphones, sealed, new in the package. I don't really know why I bought this. I think I just thought it was cool. I paid $1 or $2 for it from a garage sale, and it's taken a while to sell. Sold for $19.99. Got a couple hats going out. This is a vintage by Camel Cigarettes Pool League corduroy hat. Paid $1 for it, and it sold for $24.95. This is a Titleist hat. It's got the Pro V1 on the side, the FootJoy on the side. Definitely all the good markings for a Titleist hat that you want to see. Got $1 into it, and it sold for $19.95. And then this vintage Mickey Mouse hat, and it's not in great condition. It's dingy all over. It sold for $10, but it actually sold plus shipping. Buyers all in $22. So yeah, 3 quick hats. This is one of those things I'm not sure why I bought it. Maybe when I saw it on the shelf at Goodwill, it had a decent comp on it. But I've had this thing well over a year. It's a Telerecorder 400. It records your phone calls on a cassette tape. That's how old this thing is. But I think I paid $4 or $5 for it from Goodwill. It's definitely taken over a year to sell, but it sold for $62.50. I really don't buy these anymore because they seem to take forever to sell, and this one definitely did. But this is a Joy wreath. It's a felt wall hanging kit. You basically glue the felt together, and it makes this wreath with some birds on the top. I don't know, I guess it's like an arts and crafts project. Probably got $1 into it, and it sold for $19.95. So 2 shirts real quick. First one is a Masters collection. It's an older Masters shirt. I don't pick those up unless they've got like a cool pattern. This one's pink and blue stripes, so I thought it'd be worth it. I have had it forever, but I paid $4.75 for it, and it sold for $22. And I love selling t-shirts, so I'll pick up any cool one that I see, basically. And they're not huge profit, but they're fun for me. This one is a Kellogg's cereal Tony the Tiger shirt, and if I'd remembered that I had this, I probably would have kept it. I lost a little weight. It might fit now, but paid $1.50 for it from Goodwill, and it sold for $18. 2 more shirts going out. Harley Davidson t-shirts, a brown Harley Davidson shirt. I'll put a picture up here. I've had it for a while, so I took an offer of $15. Only paid $1.50 at Goodwill. And this one is a Patagonia organic cotton shirt. These don't bring big money, but they do tend to sell pretty quick for me. Paid $3 for it, and it sold for $20. Vintage Camel Cigarettes tank tops, made in the USA. I picked up a stack of these at a garage sale. They're all new, never worn. Paid $1 a piece, and I only had to do 1 listing because they're all the same size. Got them listed for like $24. Best offer. Took an offer on this one of $20. So this is a new brand for me. It's called Hippie Tree. I'd never heard of it before. I found this shirt in West Virginia. It seems to have a really good sell-through rate, and some of it brings some pretty good money. This is not the top of the line best Hippie Tree shirt, but I paid $3.89 for it, I believe, and it sold for $20 in about a week. So pretty good sell-through. Pair of Hokas, and these are actually dingy and dirty. I actually threw them in the washing machine, let them soak a little bit, and they're still pretty dirty. And you can see on the bottom there, pretty dirty. But I paid, I think, $2 for these from a little thrift store, and I priced them low because they were so dirty, and they still sold for $29.50. I think I've mentioned to you guys before that I don't pick up a lot of Brooks shoes unless they're like a special edition or a newer model. Well, this is the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 20, so pretty new model, and they are in really good condition, and they were only $3, so had to pick them up. Took about a month to sell, but they sold for $45. Golf stuff going out. Got a Ping B60 putter. Actually, this was in a set of junior clubs that I bought. Got those clubs listed for like $120 something. Paid $10 for everything, and then this one just sold for $50. This is a TaylorMade V-Steel 7 wood. These V-Steel woods always sell really quick, and I've actually had this one a while. Couldn't figure out why until I went to look at the listing, and it wasn't there. But I relisted it, and it sold real quick for $49.50. And then this is just shafts, 6 Catalyst 60 shafts. I picked up a barrel full of golf clubs from a lady at a garage sale. Paid $80 for everything. I've sold over $800 worth of stuff out of that barrel, and then these shafts just sold for $65. So here's a not so great sale. I do definitely have those every now and then. This is a pair of Herman Survivor boots, and they're steel toed. They look brand new on the bottom, and they only wanted $7 at the Salvation Army, so that's kind of why I bought them. Come to find out, they're not worth a whole lot. Took about 3 months to sell, but they finally sold for $45 free shipping. So after shipping and fees and everything, I'm not going to make a whole lot of money, and they took a while to sell. I'm probably not going to pick up Herman Survivors again.